the commentators.
Without Nathan Astle, he's up the order. Struggling in his first 12 innings for New Zealand, averaging just 14. Strike rate well down. Here's a chance on a good pitch. Excellent conditions. The light is superb. But he's up against the quickest bowler in the world. Brett Lee, who has been on fire for the last few weeks, raring to go. Again, showing that accuracy as he works up his pace. 143 the first delivery, but the accuracy is there straight away. Look at the strike rate. 185 wickets from 104 matches. Average is outstanding, and the RPOs you'd expect just 4.7, but it's the fact that he just can knock over sides. 5 wicket hauls makes him the biggest threat this afternoon for New Zealand. Last 23 one-day internationals by New Zealand, just 100 scored by any of the batsmen. And that was Nathan Astle against the United States. So if you were not to count that 145 not out, and instead looked at the major cricketing nations, the last 100 scored by a New Zealander in a one-day international goes back to 12 months ago. Stephen Fleming in Christchurch against South Africa. I think today some of these experienced players like Fleming, McMillan, Cairns won't be batting today. He understand unless New Zealand get close, his hamstring will restrict him too much. Good shout, I think a little leg side-ish. Saw Gilchrist going down the onside.
Well, it's going to be interesting to have a look because it was starting to swing away from coming. It was leg stump all the way and then straightening. And it was that late movement that suggests that maybe it was going on to hit middle and leg. No doubt for Shep as umpire. And it was recorded at 158 kilometres an hour. And equaling delivery speed of Shoaib Akhtar this time last year at this very ground.
Wow, that's got to be pacey as well. 158. Now, David Shepherd might have got it wrong, as you indicated, hitting middle leg. But I think, you know, the wicketkeeper here is what has kind of perhaps put David Shepherd into two minds. Look how much Gilchrist goes down the onside, and it does swing back late. But maybe that doubt's being sown in David Shepherd's mind. And so Cumming has survived on that occasion.
I can understand Shepherd weighing it all up, but Cumming in a little bit of strike. He's playing late, as you'd expect, from this sort of pace, and that's flying through. And that's 160. That is serious pace out here at McLean Park. He's really fired up, Brett Lee. He understands that if he can get these early wickets, then New Zealand are no chance in this run chase.
Michael, that's the first time 160 has been recorded in this country. 160 k's, that is 100 miles an hour. .161, it is getting faster. Can you believe it? Now the world record is 161.8.
I think the crowd have just realised that there's something special going on out there from Brett Lee. It'll come up on the replay screen. I'm glad we're sitting up here and not out there facing it. That's serious pace. And the other factor is he's getting this away swing going. It's almost impossible to play that. And if there is an outside edge, the slip fieldsman, you can see them warming their hands there at the ready. It's going to take some catching. That one flying down to third man. Woo. 2 runs off the over.
Well, maybe they should stop the fight. Extraordinary over from Brett Lee. That was right on middle, and Cumming opened up like a can of beans. Somehow survives. This is quite comfortably the quickest over ever seen in this country. A little loosener. Quickly up to 158. He held it there. 160, 161, 158 to finish. Will he break the world record? 161.8. Here today.
You've got to say he's a strong chance with those sort of consistent high readings. There is something clicking in Brett Lee today. He's got his rhythm right and he's really charging in.
Of course, when we say the quickest of all time, we are referring to those only recorded recently on speedball cameras. There have been a few over the years, and Richie Benner was one that said that Tyson was the quickest he ever saw. And of course, Jeff Thompson back in 74, 75. I reckon he was over 100 miles an hour. Michael Holding on his day. Anyway, here's McGrath at about 135 k's. Stroll on the park.
And it might just work out that Glenn McGrath will be the wicket taker. The batsman will be getting relief, given that they're not facing the sheer pace, and he's lured into playing a few more strokes. Just in that slight lull in concentration because they feel like, wow, I've got a breather. I'm not getting peppered at 160 kilometres an hour. That might bring about a few more rash shots.
Who was the quickest you faced?
Shoaib Akhtar consistently. The quickest spillover face was from Devon Malcolm, and it was at Perth one year when it was a typical quick bouncy whack a wicket, and he got it right this particular day. But consistently it was Shoaib Akhtar. And the sort of things that you're thinking of from a batting point of view, it's what I would think of was short back lift. And while you're looking to move your feet as much as you can, you just simply don't have time when guys get up over 150 kilometres an hour. So it's short back lift, watch the ball as close as you can, which is a given, but just little weight transfers. You still want to get your weight onto your front foot, weight onto your back foot. But the main one for me was shorten your back lift. Because you just know if you get half a bat on it and you don't have to really middle it, the ball's going to fly. And if Shoaib gets it right, he can just tail it away at the last moment. As we're seeing Brett Lee do it, I think Brett does swing the ball more and has got more control than Shoaib Akhtar, but I felt if I'm going to get an outside edge, well, I want this to be a real toughie to catch. Yeah. So if I feel I'm going to play a shot, I'm going to go for it 100%. It's going to take some catching, and if you get half a bat on it, it's going to fly. That's where, against these sort of guys, third man can often come into play. A big waft outside the off stump. Often you will see the ball travel to third man and it'll present a catch. It's pretty hairy stuff.
You certainly see that sort of dismissal a lot more these days with the big thick edges that these batsmen use.
I think too, Marty, that the key against these really, really fast bowlers, if they've got it right in a day, it's actually you're better facing them than non-strikers. And by that, it's not trying to sound like a chicken, but it's about rotation of strike. It's not if it's yourself stuck at one end, you've got to get up the other end. You need some relief. And if it's your partner, well, you've got to be looking for the quick singles. You've got to really rotate the strike to give each other a bit of a breather, because it is hard work. Good delivery from Glenn McGrath to finish the over. 4 for no loss.
Well, I was taught that. Well, this could be the over here. Brett Lee has warmed up. He's got a hot sun on his back. He's got Fleming on strike, who he's picked up 3 times in the series. And he's picked him up that way as well. A flashing blade of Fleming, trying to carve it over point.
Well, I don't mind that from Fleming. I think that's the right option. If you see some width, then you throw your bat at it. The thing is, you don't have to wind up too much. You just basically got to get your bat to the ball. You don't have to have this big back lift, because at 160 kilometres an hour, the ball will fly. Top edge there will fly for 6. It's interesting watching Ricky Ponting and Michael Clarke at first and second slip. You can tell that they're deep They're so far back, almost another pitch length back, but they're edgy. They know it's going to take some catching. Good running. Need that.
Yeah, there's the rotational strike you're talking about, and it's good to see Cumming, who's keen to get down and face the music. What sort of music would you describe Lee's bowling? Heavy rock, Jethro Tull, Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, I'm thinking if we're talking modern day stuff and what's popular these days, it's racy. It's Green Day or it's Good Charlotte. It's got the heavy bass drum going and the bass beat. Really getting your heart racing.
Sorry, I was thinking of music back in the 80s. 70s, in fact. All right. Lee up to 156, that last delivery. 152. The quicker you, well, the more fuller you bowl, the more quicker the delivery will come up on the radar. The more you hold on to the ball and bowl shorter, the more you take the speed away. So look for the Yorker perhaps to be the quickest. And for someone like Fleming, being a tall man, it's a good delivery to bowl early on in his innings, particularly if you're getting into the hoop back in. And Ponning's put in a leg gully. It's a fine leg gully. It's sometimes a ploy to have the batsman thinking he's on the back foot. Yeah, look at that. Wow, just missing off stump, and Fleming had no idea. That was quick. No ball call. Overstepping the mark there. So you bowl a couple of short ones and follow it up with a full one. Ouch.
Back onto the stumps, and not well played here from Fleming. Takes his eye off it, plays the ball late, and then he sort of kicks the ball back up. Genuinely overstepping.
Just that shot there of Lee and his delivery stride. I mean, the flexibility of the man is extraordinary. Runs to third man. Just look at that beat. Oh man, that's just ouch. Incredible flexibility. And the back, of course, taking a lot of the stress. Wow, that's impressive.
You can understand, like Brett Lee's had fairly ongoing problems with that ankle, or kept him out of the game for a while, and it was a very long process getting back. His recoup period was a little premature, and then he went back into an injury mode. So you can understand when you see a front foot smacking into the delivery stride like that. Good running. The boos come out for Brett Lee. He hasn't been a favourite in the last week over here in New Zealand. Well, a few people thought there was an intentional beamer 2 games ago. Now they're thinking there was a bit of a shoulder here. He's been a shoulder. I feel that he stood his ground, which he's got every right in doing.
And Cumming, of course, is also running down where he can protect the stumps, and he's entitled to that. So you're going to get that sort of collision. Lee was looking to pick up the ball. Cumming was looking to keep close to the line of the stumps in case the throw came in. All's well. Three overs gone, 10 for none.